Hello and welcome. This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to add custom animations to your PowerPoint slides, and also how to use and print off the notes. Pretty nice and simple. It does take a bit of time, but it is well worth it for good presentation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up one I've got open at the ready. So let's have a look at this one. So here's one I done previously about understanding the computer game industry, and if we scroll through this, we can see if I click on it, pretty basic, runs through all these sections. So at the moment we can see that we've got information, but really if you don't want to kill your audience, if you want to take time and not feel rushed, it's always good to have these delivered bit by bit. Or you could do this for animation. So I'm using version 2007 of the Office, Microsoft Office package. You might be using 10, but there should still be an animations tab at the top, if I recall. Now I'll just explain what's in here. Here we've got the preview. We could preview it. We can animate or custom animation. I'm going to get into that a bit later. And here we've got some preset ones. So if you hover over these, we can see we've got them playing. Click down to view different ones. So I'm actually going to pick one of these. Let's have a look what we've got. What can we use? I might use this one. Yeah, I'll use, actually, is there another one? Yeah, I'll use that one, pulling it down. It's quite quick. Blinds, dissolve. There's all kinds of random, just anything. And bars, etc. I'm going to leave it on the one it's with. And over here we've got all these ones. I can add a transition sound, so you can, at the moment it's set to no sound for the sake of this demonstration. And I'm going to pick some of these. You can have a bomb. That's a very dull bomb. Breeze. That's a very loud breeze. I've got the sound set quite high, so click. I like the click. There's a chimes. That's a bit. That's a long drum roll. Explosions. Laser. That's a very harsh whoosh. Yeah, got a whoosh sound there. I'm gonna go with whoosh. You can set it to slow, medium, or fast. I'm going to leave it on fast because I want this to be very quick. We'll go with the whoosh. And finally, I can say click apply to all. So by clicking that, it applies to all sides. Just click again to make sure. On the last part, the advanced bit, you can click on you can have it on mouse click, so do the transition when you click on your mouse, or press space on your keyboard, or enter. If you've got a touch screen board, you hit it, well, tap it with your finger, don't hit it. Or you can set automatically after so many seconds or so many minutes. Now the only issue with that is that it doesn't really help if you're trying to do it in your own time, you don't want to feel rushed. If you feel that you got everything set and you've timed it and everything, you could do that, but I would not recommend it at all. So there we go, so I can give it a quick preview. Yep, does it, whoosh sound and everything. But really, I want to be able to deliver these sections, these bullet points here, and you can deliver them bit by bit. So we're going to click on Custom. And over here we've got a new window. So with the text selected, I can click Add Effect. And here we've got 4 choices. We could do an entrance where it enters. That's the one I usually mess around with. Emphasis, so if you want it to grow or shrink, then click on that. So it grows and it takes a very long time. It stays like that. So suppose if you want to emphasize something, you could do that, but I don't like that at all. So I'm going to click Remove. I don't like that. Where the text exits, if you want to leave, and you can draw motion paths, which means that you can draw a line and it will have to follow that line, whether you want it to make an entrance, emphasize it, or exit. Now we've got a little selection here. I do like the typewriter one, but really I'm going to have a look at more effects. So in this, I can have a look at that, make sure preview effect is ticked, and you can have a look at what kind of effects we have. So if I click on this, we can see that's kind of okay. Stretch. Thread. I do like the thread one, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to click OK. Now you can mess around with this. So if I want it, I can have it, or you can see here, if I play this, that these points go together. I don't want them to come together like that. I want the ping pong to come when I click it, not together with this. So I'm going to click to expand the content here, so I can see each individual point. So you can see number 1 is this one, the 2s are these sections, 3 and 4. Well, I want this one to happen when I click on it. So with that one selected, if we go up here, start, it's set to with previous, so follow the previous one, but I want it to do it when I click it. So I can set that up. You can also reorder these down here, which will be doing that in a moment. You can even add an animation to the picture. So maybe I want to do an emphasis with this one. So let's see, what kind of things can we do here? Transparency, darken, lighten. I like the flash bulb, that's pretty alright, I do like that. But I want this to do after ping pong, so I'm going to click up, up, up. So it's right underneath ping pong, and I want this to happen automatically, so I'm going to go, actually with previous, there we go. And I'm going to set this one to after previous, so we've got a little bit of time. Can you change the time on it? Oh, if you click on this, you got effect options, timing, so you can set this to like so many seconds, like very fast, slow. You can double click, sorry. You can effect options, so if you want text animation, you can really go into detail here, but you can add sound and everything, but I'm going to leave it as it is for now. So when I'm delivering the slide, let's have a little preview. Big swoosh. I'm going to click on each of these, so I'm obviously talking to the presentation, that's coming automatically, that's good. I click, that's emphasized, ping pong. Could do this after that, just to make sure, but that's something you can easily change, and that's it. That's how you add a custom animation. Really handy when you want to deliver your information bit by bit. And if you want to, I don't know, really personalize when you're talking about things, there's another slide where I've messed around with it, and this one I'm talking about handheld consoles. So we're looking at the different handheld consoles of the past, so I'm going to preview this one. This one I really went to town on this, so we're doing round 1. We've got Microvision, so I'm talking about this one where it was taken over by Mario's game and watch series. Then we have the contender. It's Pocket Computer. If I click again, let's see what happens. Well, that knocks it off. So cleared that one. Round 2. Evolved to Game Boy. Atari. Lynx came in. But unfortunately it ran out of funding, so I did that nice animation there of that money bag just knocking it off. And came in Turbo Express. That got smacked in the face with money as well, so lack of funding. Then we had more games, Sega games appear. Oh, that one was a fail, that was supposed to be there. And oh dear, the Virtual Game Boy. Anyone that's played that, I am sorry. So there you go, I'm talking through this and all these little things are happening, each one of these consoles, and all the animations just emphasize the whole, you know, the big fight between the Sega and Nintendo for all these different companies, so that is really handy. So now you can see how you can use these animations to really help. So I'm going to end the show, and yeah, you can see it got kind of messy after a while when you see it, yeah, all these images and everything, and at the end. But let's say for me speaking, obviously I'm going to find it really handy adding some notes. So if I go back to my previous one, we can see here that I put in some notes, and put in notes, all you have to simply do is type. So This one I'm going to type, this is the title slide. Rather pointless because I know it's a title slide, I don't need to do that, but for the sake of this tutorial I'm just going to pop that in there. And let's say for me I want to be able to put this out with the notes, so then when I'm presenting I've got my handy footnotes here, so I know, of each point I'm talking about these. So here's previous footnotes I made. Can be really handy. So how do you do that? It's really simple. Click on the Office button and go to print. Now what we want to do, we're going to go print preview, and here we've got print options, orient, etc. You could set footers, headers, etc., but we want to be able to click on this. So here we've got handouts, but over now we've got note pages. If I click on that, we can see here it delivers it with note pages. So we've got the slide and then we've got my notes underneath it. But you can see here quite a lot of these slides don't have any of them. So what you could do if you really want to personalize this again, let's say I want to have slides 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 14. Let's say 14. So let's remind myself again that 3 to 8 and 14. You could add the odd one, but just to show you, I'm going to click on print, and over here we can see how it's going to print. So I want the footnotes. Let's see. So yeah, we've got a footnote page set, so it's going to be just as I see it there, but I want to customize how many slides. So here, set to all. I'm going to click on slides, so you see it's unselected that. I know I want 3 to 8, so 3-8, comma 14. So it should print slides 3 to 8 and 14 as well. If I want to do like, I don't know, 16, you get the idea. So only print those slides. So you click OK and it should print. And that's all there is to it. So hopefully you found this really handy, and hopefully you make nice use of it.